We are here today to implement what we had envisioned and what MTC and ABAG had envisioned in terms of complying with AB 32 and SB 375. So until we hear otherwise, that's what we're doing in these meetings, and very much need to get some input to provide for the commissioners and the ABAG board members.
Just this grand scheme, and then to run with it just makes me very nervous. And I moved to this area because I like the big backyards and things like that.
We are only equipped this morning to deal with the priorities that are up on the screen. Those are the priorities we're going to look at this morning.
But your priorities are violating.
Unfortunately, because we have a fairly packed program, we can't be fielding all of the questions that this would be raising. But those kind of questions, those kind of comments are exactly what we want to read about on those worksheets.
There's no reason you can't have 1 to 5.
So please jot that down, your comment form, and we're going to need to go through this as it is. We can't change it right now.
We're going to come back to the choice is that we don't understand.
If you aren't feeling comfortable with these choices, you don't have to participate in the exercise.
We've got a couple of options here. The first option we call business as usual. It's a bit of a funny option because it's really looking at historical trends and just simply accommodating growth based on the same sort of development that we've had for the last 20 or 30 years. The second option is plan future, where we're looking at the sort of the existing plans throughout the Bay Area and following that.
Excuse me, can you tell me who Greenbelt Alliance is? Honestly, I've never heard of you guys before.
And I would encourage you all to hold your questions until the end. Thank you so much.
Just give us a 2-second.
I'm going to answer. There'll be time to answer some of these questions at the end.
Just give us a 2 seconds. What the heck you guys do?
Come on, we know what keep going.
I want to know who the guy is.
You guys are bossing the meeting. That's what it is. Just read. Let him go.
Usually oppose all new roads, for example.
Sure. You can find information about Greenbelt Alliance on your program. Thanks. Who's going to lead us into a next exercise to try to get more of your ideas. Thank you.
You were going to answer some questions.
Yeah, I think if you want to go
You said you'd answer questions.
We gave you the time to talk. We want the questions answered now, sir.
I'm sorry. I'm going to have.
Should we? Yes. No, I really don't understand. We can't involve your input. Well, I don't understand.
Okay.
I just don't know what my party should be.
Trust the process. There's going to be lots of time for discussion.
We're too uninformed to vote right now.
Are you a member of the group?
I'm a citizen in this area.
Okay, so did you sign up?
Okay?
Okay. Whoa.
Law that says you can't build outside the Bay Area.
Just do that so they can use it to make decisions. They're just asking our opinion.
But you're making assumptions.
No, you're not. You're just giving our feedback.
It says right there, no new commuters. How do you do that? This is a free country.
It's a survey.
This is. I'd like to respond to that, but then we're going to just take a couple more comments and then we're going to.
Now, please write them down. We have a specific period of time this morning to meet. We're already at the 10:30 point. We would like to get through this. We want to feel this was not designed to field all your questions. It wasn't. And for that, I will
Asking us to vote on things that we don't agree with.
Then don't vote on them.
Answer based on something we don't
Then you have the prerogative not to vote on them. But this is
count that I don't have a voice. It's the options you're giving.
it isn't. I don't think it's the case that you don't have a voice.
You're not giving us a choice to say we don't like any of them.
But you know, we've been working on this for about 6 to 7 months, and we don't have the prerogative at this moment in time of changing this to suit.
7 months and you've got a 30,000-foot view, and you want us to vote on something that we don't have. We don't have enough information.
You know, if you feel like this process is not helpful for you, then please write that down on your comment form and tell us what would be. But
start at the 30,000-foot level with a vision, and it's not grounded in realities at the bottom.
Yeah, exactly.
Then you're going to end up with answers to your questions that create a false vision that can never be implemented.
Greenbelt Alliance has always opposed all new road building, correct? I do not know of a single case. I used to be a member of Greenbelt Alliance, and when you said, look, we need to spread this money around, the vast majority of that needs to go into road improvements. I'm not against your designs in the center of cities, but Greenbelt Alliance has kept saying we need more rail and light rail. That's hopelessly cost ineffective.
Well, thank you. These are the sorts of things that we want to be able to hear from you all this morning. So I'm going to turn it back to the facilitator who can lead us through the next exercise.
That everybody here knows this is not a government meeting. It's by the Silicon Valley Manufacturers Association. I thought this was a government meeting.
Okay.
It's not actually. It's actually a private foundation with a lot of these somewhat biased groups.
Right.
And Greenbelt Alliance definitely has a bias.
Okay. Is this thing on? Hello? All right. $200 billion, that should be an easy question. Where is the $200 billion coming from? Federal?
Not answer my question, nor answer any of my other questions, which is...
Okay.